Alright, so my friends, welcome. We're playing some Explore. It's Pioneer on Arena and trying out a new, pretty exciting mythic from Bloomburrow in Rottenmouth Viper. 6 mana for a 6/6. As additional cost to cast a spell, you may sacrifice any number of non-land permanents. Costs 1 less to cast each turn to sacrifice this way. Whenever it ETBs or attacks, put a blight counter on it. Then for each blight counter on it, each opponent loses 4 life unless that player sacrifices a non-land permanent or discards a card. Side note here, I cannot stand the templating. This effect has always been 3 life, sack a permanent, or discard a card. This is the only card I think that's 4 life. Don't like that. Obviously makes it a more powerful card, but really, really annoying. So, this deck is just kind of like your standard Ensoul Artifact deck. Again, Ensoul Artifact and Zoetic Glyph. But a lot of these make 2 pieces of cardboard for 1 mana cards, like Spyglass Siren, Case the Fitch Falcon, and of course Blood Fountain will all play really, really well with the Viper. So Blood Fountain makes 3 permanents for 1 mana. Sorry, 2 permanents for 1 mana. And then you can sack in a Viper and get this thing online early, or just put Ensoul Artifact on it. And then we got a little bit of interaction here. 4 Thoughtseize, 4 Fatal Push, and 3 Stubborn Denial. So, deck looks gas. Doomwake built this deck. I stole it from the internet because I'm a thief. And I'm going to jail. What can I say? So, that's the deck, and let's get right to the game. So first, we're brought to you by
CoolStuffInc.com is a proud sponsor of Jim Davis, and you can only find a bundle featuring his unique Karnstruct playmat and token here at Jim Davis HQ. Featuring artwork by Andre Garcia, this unique playmat features the whole Davis family, with a Karnstruct leading the way. Visit Jim Davis HQ at CoolStuffInc.com/Jim, and remember to use promo code JIM5 at checkout for 5% off. CoolStuffInc.com, cool stuff in stock.
So everyone check out the Jim D HQ on Cool Stuff, like you saw in the ad, CoolStuffInc.com/Jim. My playmat and token are on there. If it does well, we're going to do more stuff. So we're going to do like a Bronze Mythic playmat. We're going to do a Pile Drivers playmat. A bunch of really, really cool things. And only if it does well, obviously. Check it out. It's like $20 for the playmat and the token, which is pretty awesome. And then the token is available there by itself. Also, my other tokens will probably be on there as well, which is sick. So check it out. And, of course, support the channel. And let's freaking go on the play. We got an Ornithopter, a Viper, a Thoughtseize, but no blue and no second land. Damn. That sucks. We got a mulligan this, unfortunately. If this was a blue-black land, I think I might keep. But, yeah, we can't keep this. So, mulligan. Mulligan to Viper, Push, Glyph, Siren lands. This is fine. We're going to keep this. Do we jump a land, or do we jump the Glyph? Because we have Siren into possibly a fast Viper. And the Glyph's obviously good on the Siren token, but then that makes the Vipers a bit... There's obviously a bit of, like, you know, the Vipers and the Glyphs and the Ensouls all want the same things. We could double land here. Which I don't think is crazy, but a little risky. Sure, I'll do it. Let's double land. Let's make it happen. Let's go. Spyglass Siren. Let's do the thing. We got a Siren Pirate.
What? Now there's a bird involved.
It's not a bird, it's a pirate. Damn it, Zoidberg. Clearwater Pathway. Sure. We're going to attack for 1. And then we're going to play... What's my talking to? We're not going to recycle it. I don't know if I want black or white on this. I mean, black or blue, so... We can't sack the map for its intended purpose. This is a, you know... Get a Viper down. Come on. So, opponents playing Rakdos Vampires. One of the best decks in the format. A turn 3 of Vayner Piranhas are probably dead. But... Them's the breaks. We can push the Zealot if we want to. I don't think we want to do that. I mean, like... Maybe we do want to. If they have Soar and they can sack and kill stuff. And... I don't know. Yeah, sure. We'll just cash in. It ain't pretty, but who came up with this stupid vampire deck? I know, right? So inconsiderate. So, Viper costs 4. Obviously, we drew land. Really, really happy that we dumped the land here. Yeah. So our hand would be unplayable. I guess we'll just Glyph. We can always sack the Glyph and the map, which is kind of cool. So you can sack the Glyph and the map, and then still get the Glyph ability to discover. Get this Viper down. Hopefully no land, Soar, and Vayner. Don't do it! And if you're not in on the joke, my team built the Vampires deck that crushed that Pro Tour, won the Pro Tour with it. So here's a Fable. Makes our push earlier look bad, but whatever. We draw Darksteel Citadel. So we're just going to jam here and probably sack the Glyph and the 5/4 and put his Viper. Let's attack. They're going to chump block. Wow. All right, well, let's do it. So let's go play Viper. We'll sacrifice the Glyph and the map. And cast the mana, so we get to discover 3. We hit a Glyph we can't cast. Oh, can't cast, I'm sorry. Glyph on the Citadel? Awesome. And the Vipers. Viper ETBs gets a Blight counter. And then every time this ability resolves, they have to lose 4, discard a card, or sack a permanent. And then every attack step, it gets a new counter and happens again. So, card's really, really powerful. But, yeah, that was a cool little Glyph there for sure. Onto the Darksteel Citadel. We like that.
We know where to send the gift basket.
Tournament of Hailfire. Yeah, well, that's 3 life. This effect is always templated as 3 life, sacrifice a permanent, or discard a card. This one being 4, I just don't like. It just throws me off, you know? There's an amount of elegance you want to have in your games. Keep it simple so it's easy to parse. Don't like that one. So, Rottenmouth Vipers here. They have probably 2 go for the throats, maybe 3. Fatal Push, can't touch them. I actually like this card a lot. We have this card in one of our standard decks too, which is kind of cool. So, it's for each counter, correct. So once we attack, it goes off twice. So it goes off pretty quick. So, they play a Preacher of a Schism. We draw a Stubborn Denial. So, we're going to offer the trade here. We'll just attack with everything. The trigger will go off. They'll have to discard 2 things, sack 2 things, or lose 4 life. This means they'll probably just Mind Rot. So we're just going to run a 3 for 1 here. Trade the Viper for the Preacher and 2 cards in their hand and get it for 6. And now you have Stubborn Denial up too, which is kind of nice. So send it in. Trigger the Snake. I don't have any cool snake sound effects, sorry.
Give me what I want. Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Right, Karn? Potatoes. Karn's tired. Karn's tired of my shit. They discard a Fable and a Shieldred. Awesome. They block here, take 6, go to 3. And, it's fine by me, honestly. Should we play this land? There's no Bloods in... Oh, there's Bloods in this deck. Yeah, sure. Let's say go. So, end of turn. Say go. Fable flips. Just fine. This card is certainly pretty all-in, but it is very powerful. They're going to cast a Shieldred. They have 2 Shieldreds in their deck. Damn. The Graveyard's bugged. Alright, so we draw an Ornithopter. I don't like that. I mean, they probably should have block. They might chump block with a Reflection, I guess. I don't know. Let's just attack. What are you going to do? Attack like this. Can't kill this thing. It's indestructible. A Ensoul Artifact effect on a Citadel is really good against vampires. So let's play this guy. And just say go again. They go up to 4. They do have a castle in play, but... Krusty Reset, thanks so much. Soul's here. What's up? Welcome. If you're a student, folks, that follow, but my name is Jim. Pro Magic player, full-time content creator. Watching on YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Alright? Support the content. So what I do. My job. Hit the like button. If you like the videos, if you like 10 new brews, bronze mythics happening, it's all good stuff. Full set reviews up also. Also got my Shuffle Up and Play video. I was on Shuffle Up and Play with Prof, which is super awesome. That's up. Alright, so Shielder gets in. We're going to go to 14. Should I say go? Wow. Alright, I mean, we're going to attack. They'll probably chump block with the Mutavault. We might need to chump with Thopter next turn. It's kind of gross, but... The Rogue Energy Code. There you go. Jump block. 2 cards in hand. And they're going to fire up Castle. They're going to lose 3, gain 2, go to 2. That's bold. Alright, that's pretty brave. Up to 4. Trying to solve the game with Shieldred here. Bud, first time chatter, says, yo, I want to say as a returning Standard Explorer player, taking a 2-year break, your content has been really godsend to get back into things. Have fun, Bloomburrow. Awesome, my friend. Happy to have you. Folks, what do we say?
Get off my plate.
Get the hell out of here. Denied. Now Shieldred has to jump block. Yeah, if you haven't seen Shuffle Up and Play, folks, I recorded about 2 weeks ago with Reed Duke and Mason Clark, and it is an absolute banger of an episode. Wasi was kind enough to drive down the Bloomburrow cards from Seattle. Carmen came down with the Bloomburrow cards, and we played Bloomburrow Standard early, which is awesome. All of our decks are really cool. The games were insane. There's some silly hats in there, but it was great. Really, really fun. All right, so no way to put a permanent in the graveyard for a Fatal Push, so we'll just attack. It was recorded well before the set review. It was recorded like 2 weeks ago. Great episode. Definitely check it out. So, they got to block the Citadel or they're dead. So they're going to go down to 2. Opponent will not die. They'll die now. This is it. The game's over now.
Yep.
Dusk, Legion, Zealot, go to 1. You got it. Land. What else you got for me? Because it better be good. Even Sword Ripper doesn't do it here. Alright. I mean, I guess we're probably going to kill this, but let's untap and draw, I guess, first. Blood Fountains. Kill this. Try and close things out. Zoetic Glyph on Darksteel Citadel is the way to be, and there we go.
Game.
But, yeah, check it out. It's really, really fun. Definitely check it out. Shuffle up and play. It's a phenomenal show Prof makes anyway. A lot of Commander, which is fine, obviously, but seeing a shuffle up and play that's standard and 60 card formats is awesome. Obviously, Reed and Mason are great too. Check it out. Shuffle up and play. It was a lot of fun. So let's sideboard here, and let's take a look at we want our blotouts, which is the way to kill Bane Ripper. And do we want anything else? What do we not want? Stubborn Denial is not great against them. It can counter a Fable or a Sorin, but we're not guaranteed to have a big thing in play. Fatal Push is fine. Thoughtseize is fine. Kind of Denial. And maybe it's Black Snap. It's just kind of slow and shitty. Sure. Let's do that. And I think that's all we want. Alright. Those are the one-landers. You know? Alright, we got a mulligan again. Sand's just not keepable. If it was a Dark Select Shores, again, I think we can keep, but what are we going to do? So, mulligan into double Blood Fountain. Keep this and ship a Fountain. Sure. This is fine. Glyph is great. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. Play the Siren. But you could have made an argument here. We should have gone Black Land Fountain into Siren Fatal Push. But I think it's fine either way. Yurger's pretty cool. Double Hive. So no Harvester. Cool. We draw Dark Citadel too. Wow, that's awesome. Alright, so play us on black. Attack for 1. I think we're going to Glyph the map first, then we'll try and Glyph Citadel next turn. Alright, so Blood Fountain. Get some artifacts in play. Do our thing. Blood Fountain is a really expensive raised dead, but it's just 2 permanents for 1 mana. Something to be said for cardboard here, you know? No kill spellcast either. Yes, there's the Yugra 2 Cauldron Familiar combo. Cavern Souls on Vampire. I would be surprised if they have Sword Ripper here. They don't. So here's Preacher. That's fine. We can also sack and Revolt, but let's see what I think we're just going to... There's a Viper. Okay. So we could Viper here, sacrificing 2 of these artifacts. I mean... I don't know if I love it. They get their Preacher going. It's pretty annoying, too. I wish I had more black. Like, not drawing the dual lands has really cost us both these games. Where if I could play the Viper here and then use the Fatal Push to kill this thing, that'd be sick. We could just, like, map and kill it, but, like, then we're not doing anything else, which sucks a lot. So, yeah. The cost reduction on Arena here is very ambitious. If you sack all of your permanents, every single one of them, it'll cost 2. Alright, so... Alright. I'm gonna Glyph. And just attack. They'll get an attack back, but try and draw out our Mool spell on this Blood, maybe. Get the Viper going. Then try and draw another Black Source, too. Mike, resub, thanks so much. Excited for Stormgate? I am medium on Stormgate. I like to try it. You know, I saw Jeff playing yesterday. Tried to play it at DreamHack. I had to play for like 2 minutes or whatever. But it's kind of like, it looks so similar to StarCraft. Like, why would I not just play StarCraft, you know? And like, it doesn't look as good as StarCraft either. But I'm definitely interested in giving it a try. Here's a Harvester. Makes a blood. We draw Siren. So we're kind of struggling here again with only 1 black. Which really sucks, but... We could just Glyph again and just freaking slam, you know? Could also just Siren Map and Fatal Push the Preacher. If I go over the map on the Siren and they have a Fatal Push, it kind of sucks. But I think they would have cast it already. I'm going to do that. I don't love this, but we need to find a land. Let's try this. Alright, cool. Found Darkslick Shores. That's fine, honestly. So, now we can just Fatal Push this guy, attack with these, and this is all good. Yeah. So let's attack. They might double block, which will obviously open up a pretty interesting question of, like, do we want to break up the double block? I don't think we do. But then we're gonna play Siren and push and land. It's also cool you can just freaking cast the Viper for mana. Like, we tap our lands, we don't need to stack things, so they're not gonna do that. Cool. So we're gonna get in. They're gonna gain 1, take 1. And we're gonna go Darkslick Shores, Spyglass Siren, Fatal Push. Silsei, appreciate it. Thanks, friend. Thanks, friend. Yes, and we have the Artifact land to Glyph. We have the Viper ready to go also. Like, next turn, let's see what happens. They actually had the push. So they could have pushed my Siren in response to the Explorer, chose not to. They wanted to kill my Glyph. I got an Ornithopter, which is fine. They play their 4th land. They have no red mana for, like, Fable and stuff. And here comes the Blood Tithe Harvester. Very aggressive. Aggressive attacks here from the old Vampire. Play another Harvester. 1 more blood and they can kill the Citadel with a Glyph. I'm sorry, they can kill Citadel with a Glyph on it. It's kind of annoying. We draw Blot out. It's obviously our answer to a Vein Ripper. We can just Glyph here, I think. And then we'll sacrifice some of the shitters. Maybe just Glyph onto the map. And then we'll Rottenmouth Viper sacking. That's tough. Maybe we just play the Viper, honestly. We'll just sacrifice like 2 things. If we Glyph Thopter and they kill a response, it's devastating for us. We can't have that happen. Start by attacking. We can sacrifice the Fountain and the map for the Viper. Might just do that. And then Glyph the land next turn. I kind of like that. So let's do that. Let's play Viper. We'll sacrifice these 2. Again, 4 mana for this card is not that bad either. So, like, the fact that this card is pretty good at most points on the curve is nice. So, triggers, get a counter. Sacrifice a non-land permanent, discard a card. They want to keep the Bloods. They have a 3rd Bloodmaker that would suck. They can kill the Viper. So now we're set to Glyph Citadel or Blot out. Here's a Zealot. They shock at a Blood Crypt for their first red mana of the game. They should have double kill the Viper. Awesome. So, even though they killed it, it was still a 2 for 1, which is great. They've got red mana up with 2 cards. They have a Fable, maybe. Keep Fountain over Ornithopter. I mean, maybe. You know, if this game goes that long, maybe. I mean, obviously, activating this is like a pipe dream, kind of, but. Here's a Sorin. I kind of hope they have Ripper here, actually. They don't, though, so. Sack this and kill Siren. Sorin goes to 5. They're going to kill the Thopter? That's really weird. Alright, so, hold on. Tap this right, please. We're not going to let them. Not letting the Auto Tapper get me today. Not today, Auto Tapper. Alright. So, we'll kill Sorin and attack them. They have a Mutavault in play. Sorin's pretty relevant. Let me say go. If you kill the Viper in response to the ETB, it doesn't do anything, right? Because it counters. Correct. It would use last on information, but never actually add the counter, so it would be 0 counters. Here's a Fable. They have a land and a card in hand. We draw a Watergrave. A little flooded here. We're going to hold this Blot out. Even though if they had a Ripper, they probably would have put it in play. That's the card we lose to, I think, if they draw a Ripper. So we're just going to jam here and hold the Blot out, not kill the Shaman. They might block with a Mutavault here. That's fine, I think. Alright, so hold the grave for a possible blood. Just say go. Ideally, they just go like Land Ripper. We just blow them out. That'd be ideal. If we kept the Fountain, they would have killed a Siren with the thing, and we would have Fountain in play right now. It might have been better. So, reasonable. Mentally, you kind of view this card as just 2 artifacts for 1 mana, but it does actually have an ability too, which is important. So, 2 cards in hand. They discarded a... I can't see what they discarded because of the bug, but... What do you got there, friend? What's going on?
Yeah.
Remember, folks, hit that follow button. Check out the schedule. Oh, no, there we go. Preacher of Schism, sure. Here's a Preacher. Preacher's worth killing here. I'm happy to blot out a Preacher. They didn't discard anything? That's insane.
Inconceivable.
Alright, I guess. They're saying they like their hand somehow. Alright, so we're going to blot out. Highest mana value kills the Preacher. And now our attack's good. They have to chump block with the lands. They can't cast Preacher, which is awesome. I mean, you can't cast Ripper. If it was a Ripper, they would have just put it in play off Sorin like 2 turns ago. Unless they just drew it, but it's very strange. Draw an Ornithopter. Alright. Send it in. Just blot out Soul Shatter. It's close. Mutavault, chump block, take 2. And I guess we'll play Ornithopter, so we draw Ensoul Artifact. We can play it. So it's fine. Play this guy and just say go. Fable flips. 2 cards in hand. They're going to blood away a Blood Crypt. It's very thematic. And, I mean... Again, Darksail Citadel... Glyph on Citadel is very good against vampires. They would need their own blot out to kill it, and it won't even work because it's a 0 mana value creature. So it needs to be like an empty board, basically, with just a Citadel. So, blood again, discarding a land, sure. And, okay. I mean, I guess we'll Thoughtseize, right? Just see what's up. They have double Sorin, sure. So we attack. Even the Thopter's getting in. They chump block, go to 3. They draw exactly Vein Ripper. Is it enough? It's close. It's definitely close. I don't know if let's think so go. Any card I think will enter into a Pioneer format from Bloomburrow. I mean, we're playing the Viper right now. There it is. Boom. Is it good enough? I don't know, but it looks cool. And there you go. All right.
Okay.
Clearly, it's very, very good. We won. Results are the only thing that matters, right? So, there we go. 1-0. All right. We're going to test our 100% win rate here on the play. Hand's pretty terrible, honestly. I mean, Thoughtseize and Push are cool, but yeah, I just can't get 5 Leonard Mulligan. A lot of mulligans so far. And this hand's good. We can keep this. We got our Viper. We got Viper, Thoughtseize. This would be a 6-7 card hand, honestly. We can keep the Siren and the Case, just go for a really fast Viper. And just dump the Glyph. Or we can be more conservative, just keep the Glyph and just keep the good cards in our hand. Can't just keep the good cards. Keep it like this. Best Neo card, Fable or Channel Lands? Fable. The Channel Lands are obviously see more play, because they can play it in every deck. But, like, they're not as impactful. Fable's just the best card printed in the last decade. I mean, that's not exactly true, but... Blood Ball against the 5? Jeez. Do we fire up the old Rude Boy Thoughtseize? Or just play a Siren? Just play a Siren, I think. Alright, say go. Explorer is just Pioneer. Correct. Fable's won every Pro Tour it's been legal in since until Nadu came along. Alright, well, we got another Rakdos opponent here, maybe. Let's attack. Cast Thoughtseize. And see what's up. Mulligan to 5. And they have Push, Push, Fable. So pretty easy Fable here, I think. We're not getting many good push targets. We have Glyph on Citadel, and then the Viper, too. I might actually just jam the Viper, sacrificing the Siren if given the opportunity. because they have these pushes. So they drew a Harvester. All right, that's pretty good. We draw a Darksteel Citadel. So we're actually a mana short of Vipering. We could glyph the map and then they could just kill it with a push. If we glyph the Citadel, we can just glyph the other Citadel too. Makes it kind of hard to cast the Viper. I think it's fine though. Sure, let's do this. Glyph Citadel, attack for 1. We'll just glyph Citadel again next turn, attack for 5. Like, so I want glyph. I don't know. I think I'll have multiple glyphs, but yeah, this is fine. I think. Just making up cards in my head. Again, very good in the matchup. Second Blood can kill it with the Harvester, but aside from that, haven't drawn Ensoul Artifact yet. We have 3 glyphs and 4 Ensouls. Keep drawing the glyphs, but take 3, you got it. If they let us go to our turn, we'll probably play land and just sacrifice the Siren and the map and just cast this Viper instead of attacking, so they can't use their push. Yeah. So sacrifice this and this. Just doing it this way. So now they have no targets for the pushes in their hand. Got to use that information smartly, wisely, intelligently.
Waka waka.
SMRT. Viper. Can't push that one, sorry. No pushes here.
You don't have any friends. Nobody likes you.
Alright. They're going to spend a black. And of course, whenever your opponent's mulligan to 5, the Viper puts the squeeze on him big time. Viper's a real resource-eating card. Witch Tree. Viper off Glarb. Yeah, we're doing that later, so. Alright, so they discard a push. Sacking their blood means they can't really kill the Citadel either. They kind of were looking for a second blood. And we kind of just have 2 really unkillable things in play. They probably have like 3 cards in their deck that can kill the Viper. And we're just rocking and rolling here. BTM tomorrow, folks. Schedule online always. Oh, they actually drew the Harvester too? They could have killed it. Wow. Alright, so we draw another land, unfortunately. I guess they can block the Viper here, but like it's such an insane resource drain, it's totally fine. So we attack like this. They gotta sack 2 things, discard 2 things, or lose 8 life. Some mixture of that. They also use both Harvesters too, which is great. So the sacrifices any permanent. Non-land, sorry. Any non-land permanent. Viper in sneak attack is insane. Wow, that'd be better than like Archon of Cruelty or some, big banger. Yeah, Viper be a 5 for 1 here, which is just insane. So interesting card that like gives away resources but also gets them back. They're gonna sacrifice a Harvester. Okay. See, I love basketball now. I play basketball, I don't really watch it. Harvester number 3. They can now kill the Citadel. We get to Glyph. Please, please, please Glyph into a Ensoul Artifact. Oh! Now it's a 5/5. How do you like me now?
After it was all over, he took us in the house and served us pancakes.
Alright, same sideboarding, right? Just gonna bring in the... What did I bring in? Did I bring in anything? Did I sideboard? Who am I? Oh, it's a sideboard bug. Oh. It leaves it sideboarded as it was previously. Sure. I mean, that's fine. Cool. Alright. It's pretty bad. We have like the Ensoul on turn 2. They have a Thoughtseize. Our hand falls apart really, really badly. I'm just gonna keep. Whatever. I'm tired of mulliganing. We mulligan every game so far. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's get punished. Punish me, daddy. That's gross. All right, well, whatever. Just Spyglass. We'll just curve out now. It's fine. So here's a Siren. Get our Viper going. Here come the Sirens. I was right. I'm freaking psychic. Here come the Sirens. Attack for 1. Siren number 2. Play a Citadel and say go. We're getting there on permanents for Viper. We can just jam Viper next turn. What's up, Carlton? I played BTM yesterday. We recorded episode 1 last night. We had some internet issues, so I couldn't record episode 2. And BTM returns tomorrow. Schedule is always up, folks. It's always on Twitter. It's always here on Twitch. You could always check the schedule at any time. You have the power. All right? I try to make it easy for you. You never listen, but I try and make it easy for you. What Pro Tour deck did I have the most trouble getting cards for? I don't recall having trouble really with any of them, honestly. So land go again. What's going on here, right? This is a little sketchy. We're just gonna attack first. We could Thoughtseize and then sacrifice all of our stuff for a Viper. Let's just start by go. Let's just cast Thoughtseize. Let's start there. Their hand is Sheoldred, Liliana, Archfiend of the Dross. So pretty juicy hand. I don't really like these 4-drops, these vampire decks that much. There's so many of them. They could have cast Liliana and decided not to, which is interesting. Liliana wasn't even good against me in Shuffle Up Play. What do you mean? I completely negated it. My frogs did the work. So, I mean, Liliana's. It's good if we sacrifice our entire board to cast Viper. They're at 15. It's not a trample. I think it's Sheolder and then just say go, probably. And we'll just play Viper next turn. We're not really like a huge rush or anything, so just say go. We can just play Viper for both of our maps. They cast Archfiend. Whatever. I think we're fine. I guess Archfiend does size up against the Viper, but still a great exchange. Dustmourn's coming out soon. So many sets.
You need people of intelligence on this sort of mission. Quest.
Alright, here comes Archfiend of the Dross. We draw another land. Jeez. Alright, so we're gonna go land and Viper off these 2 maps. We can chump block the Archfiend too, so get our Viper on. Are there any horror movies I want to see represented in Dustmourn? I'm not a big horror fan, so I've got nothing. Alright, so we're seeing a pattern here. Viper ETBs gets a counter, and then gets to attack at 2 counters. If you trade, you've still gotten 3 counters off it, which is pretty insane, so. I have seen Deadpool Wolverine. I enjoyed it. Too soon to discuss, obviously, spoiler-wise. Spoilers in chat is a permanent ban, so that's just so you know. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I think the nostalgia vomit has been a little overdone lately, but I did not get a fancy popcorn cup, no. I am a pretty big X-Men fan, yes. Here's Liliana. And they're going to sacrifice a creature. You got it. All right. Goodbye, Siren.
One of your friends has to leave.
How do I rank the Deadpool movies? I'm not sure. We actually just watched them recently because John's 13 now, so you can actually like watch this stuff. And then Nicole doesn't like violent movies, so me and John watched Deadpool 1 and Deadpool 2 and Logan before seeing Deadpool and Wolverine. So I watched them all recently. I think I like Deadpool 2 the best. Still taking in Deadpool and Wolverine. We draw Ensoul Artifact, which is pretty good. We just pop the Ensoul on the Citadel. Make sure to tap this right. And then I think I'm fine trading Viper for Archfiend. Logan's phenomenal. Logan's like one of the best superhero movies ever. It's kind of like Dark Knight, where it almost like transcends superhero movies in general. Alright, so now our attacks. Nobody attacking the Viper, that's for sure. Citadel, I guess Citadel stacks too, right? And then do I attack here as well? They can't take the hit. So yeah, this is fine, I guess. So we'll probably trade Viper for Archfiend, which is fine. 13 less than 7 to like your parenting style. I mean, I was also a 13-year-old boy once. You know, like nothing in there is not out of a freshman high schooler's range. Favorite X-Men comic? I used to have a lot of comics in the 90s. Still have them. But I was never a huge comic guy, but so fire the Viper. They're probably just sack Liliana, honestly. What do you got, friend? In the squeeze. They're going to lose 4 and discard a land? That is aggressive. Bone Crusher Jaw. Are they just like a mid-range deck? I guess they're just mid-range and not vampires. Alright, so they go to 2. So they have it's Bone Crusher Giant and Liliana versus my Citadel. They can't Edict yet. Alright. Is logo same universe as the DP movies? Again, no spoilers for the upcoming movies, or the movie that's already out. So, each player discards goodbye Bitter Triumph here because of Bone Crusher. They can chump block. I didn't draw a creature, unfortunately, which kind of sucks because now they're going to be able to Edict my thing. But we're going to be down to both players are playing off the top here. So, they block. We say go. They Edict me. This goes away, and now both players are on nothing. Wish it was a Glyph. Glyph is good. The Zoetic Glyph's really good. Alright, so there's your Edict. That's gone. This is gone. Everything's gone. Don't play Sheoldred. Harvester. We draw a Blood Fountain. This can return 2 creatures, in theory. I think we're playing it straight up, folks. We're just going to play it as a Blood Fountain. So, Blood Fountain. Make a Blood, say go. And we're going to end step return the Viper and the Siren. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I like Deadpool 2 a lot. Like, it's just really fun. Alright, let's take 3. Do they draw a heater? Yes or no? Come on! Alright, that's disgusting. They drew probably best possible card when both players have no cards in hand. But sure. We draw and go to 7. We draw Ensoul Artifact. That's actually pretty sweet, because we can force the block on Sheoldred. It'll trade, but like it kills the Sheoldred, which I think is worth it. So let's do that. Let's go Ensoul Artifact here. We'll just attack, force a block, and then play Siren instead of our Viper next turn. Man, Zoetic Glyph would have been so much better, obviously, but so those die. Here's a Siren. We say go. I could map here, actually. It makes the Viper potentially worse, but if it's a 2-2, I can just block. I just don't map. We're in a scrappy game now. It's no longer a synergy game, so we draw land. Sure. And then we're going to hold the land in case they draw Liliana, I guess. So they attack me down to 4, and they're at 2. And the Viper's going to be eating good. In a low resource game, the Viper's pretty nice. Stomp. That was a really good draw also, man. Opponent is drawing heaters. Alright, I guess. That's 3 bangers in a row. We draw a Blood Fountain. Just gonna cast Viper straight up, I think. Alright, so they sacrifice the blood. They should draw Govan Throat and kill me here, probably. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Oh, we held. All right, cool. So now if we attack, again, two more triggers, which is insane, honestly. Yeah, they're just dead now. Just attack. Trigger twice, so 2 permanents, 2 cards, or 8 life. Some mixture of those. They got a chump block, select 2 things, discard a card, chump block, and the game's over. That's it. It's over. Pack it up. Viper does close. And we have the fountain ready to go again, too. Alright, sweet. Some pretty cool games. Rakdos Midrange, not vampires, but 2-0. Question in chat was, is this better than Is It Ensoul? I mean, being able to play the good black cards is nice. The Viper's been really good, too, so... Alright, this hand is good. We finally get to keep 7, which is cool. I like that. Swamp with a Gigantha, and they're going to thought. Alright, sure. What do you got, friend? Probably our Glyph. We got plenty of payoffs, though. We're fine. My thoughts! No!
Foraging for food in the wild.
Goodbye, Glyph. Yeah, that's the logical choice. I agree. All right, so play our Siren and I guess our Thopter too. And yeah, we're just gonna do our thing. Will they ever put Thoughtseize in Standard? I mean, maybe. I would hope not. It's not a really fun Standard card, but Ani Cult Anvil. All right, so it is a Rakdos deck again, but quite the variety of flavor of Rakdos decks here. All right, we're gonna map onto I think the Ornithopter. Spread the love here a little bit. Need to find some gas here. Stubborn Denial, face up, not so good. Keeping a face up counterspell is usually not a good idea. So, Rakdos Vampires, Rakdos Midrange, and now Rakdos Sack. Alright. Beats by Dre. What's in our graveyard? No creatures. Blood Fountain, not so good right now. Here's a Synth. Here's a Blackcleave Cliffs, probably best possible hit. Trying to complete our Rakdos bingo here. It's pretty funny. Here's the Anvil, revealing another land, so no second card. Cool. And they have a Scavenger's Talent. 2 Scavenger's Talent. This is a new class. Over one of our creatures you control die, make a food token. This triggers only once a turn. And then level 2, sack a permanent or player mills 2 card, whatever, sure. So draw Fatal Push, not very good. We have some blood. We have blood here. I guess we could just blood. Yeah, I mean, sure. Just blood away. Probably a land. Over a push. Draw a Viper. Which we can't cast yet. There's no Viper yet, but that's fine. Just go. So, this is just going to have a bunch of random artifacts in play? Sure. I mean, I guess it's kind of annoying because they have like a bunch of things sacrificed for the Viper. But if they can't kill the Viper, that's cool. So, level 2. So, whenever you sack a permanent, target player mills 2 cards. They can mill themselves. Here's a land. Level 2 also. Damn. BTM is tomorrow. Schedule is always up, folks. It's on Twitter. It's in the chat. It's always here. I gotta train my audience. It's not working. I'm doing a very bad job. Take 1. BTM is tomorrow. Anvil, sack the thing. So they get I mill 2. And then they get 2 foods. Is that correct? Alright, so there's a lot of permanents. But is what they're doing relevant? I don't know. I don't even think I kill this. Only once a turn. I'm just gonna catch this in. Whatever, sure. Doesn't seem great, but then we're gonna untap and draw a Thoughtseize. I mean, I kind of want to cast the Viper, but it eats my entire board. I just Thoughtseize. Paladar pre-release is on Saturday. It's a free event we do in my Discord. God damn it. Lots of fun to play, free to play with prizes. I'll be streaming it and playing it on Saturday. Usually I don't get to play in it, but I will this time, so. Alright, so we'll say go. Both players kind of floundering around here a little bit. I guess they have more of an engine online than I do, but BTM episode 1 was last night. It goes up on YouTube in about 3 hours. No, in about 2 hours. 1 hour, 2 hours. BTM resumes tomorrow. Here's the schedule. There it is. Today's Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday. BTM resumes. Lots of drafts on Thursday. And as a note, next week is Tech Week for me. I'm going to be, Nicole, John, and Cassian are all heading down to South Carolina to visit family. So I'm going to be home alone for 9 freaking days. Tearing my whole setup down, setting up my new computer. So no streams next week. It's going to be all tech stuff. I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Here's Sokazan. Make some tokens. They have a lot of stuff in play. Alright. I guess this is fine. They're going to amble too. A lot of triggers. They are certainly doing a lot of things. I don't know if what they're doing is actually effective, but... And sure. Play a land. I guess we just kill this. I mean, like, whatever, I guess. They've already used the abilities and stuff, so... Oh, no, they haven't. They use top ability. Whatever. They have 1 million food. We draw tap land. That's brutal. So Viper looking kind of bad here, honestly. Maybe I just play it. I'm just gonna jam the Viper. Whatever. Oops. Like, at this point, if they can kill it, they can kill it. And, like, hopefully they just can't kill it. And we can just, you know, build up 1 million counters on it. Because we're not really getting anywhere right now. So, Magic should be in the Olympics. That'd be cool. Alright, so they sack a token. Yeah, they actually get more stuff. Yeah, Scavenger's Talent is pretty good against the Viper. They sack a creature and they get... Oh, they milled over a familiar too. I think we're dead, folks. The Viper can't keep up with all this. It's just too much stuff. Like, it will keep going up and up and up, but... What are the games for esports in the Olympics? I have no idea. We're dead. Pong. Oh, yeah. Pong esports. Hell yeah. Alright. They're milling me? Why? We're just dead. I'm just gonna concede. Alright. Yeah, they got set up pretty well there. We didn't really do enough. Unfortunately, Viper sometimes seems kind of bad against them. There's a sideboard bug. Here we go. I mean, we could, like, needle the anvil, I guess. It's not very good, but... Stubborn Denial seems fine against them. I shouldn't play. Fatal Push did not seem very good against them. I'm going to shave one of those. Bring a Stubborn Denial. Let's try this, I guess. Alright, on the play. And another stinky one-lander. Oh, boy. It's got a lot amount of spells in it. We draw a land, our hand's pretty good. I'm just going to keep. Loosey-goosey keep. And then we're surely on Thoughtseize. We got a hand of Devil, Synthesizer, Dispute, Thoughtseize, Claim. They also kept a one-lander. They're also a person of great taste. We'll just take the Thoughtseize. And... yeah, sure. Alright. It's a one-land off. They're on the draw, though. Probably shouldn't synth here. It'd be weird. Come on! We just got scry bugged. The Thoughtseize bug's in full effect. It's pretty lame. Alright, sure. Goodbye, Stubborn Denial. We draw Thoughtseize of our own. Actually, we just fire back and take their synth, right? All right. Well, maybe both players will not play the game this game. That'd be kind of cool. Come on! I would do a land too. All right. Sure. Draw a land. They can Deadly Dispute and claim the Firstborn. It's pretty annoying, but we got a Glyph if we draw land. Ornithopter. Okay. I mean, we could try and map and find a land here. I kind of think I'd rather put it on the Thopter, though. Let's talk for one. Alright, very fast priority pass. Hit me. Not great as Darks like Shores. Alright. I mean, we have Glyph going next turn. We have a push. Here's a Cauldron Familiar. It's funny because you kind of want to kill this so they can't dispute, but they really want to go claim into dispute. Especially if I Glyph too. Jeez. They have 2 devils too. All right, I'm just gonna untap. Untap. We draw a Citadel. They can still steal that and sack it though. So I'm just gonna play this on the blood. And just get in. I guess we could, like... They block. They try to steal and sack my blood. I could push it in response. So they can't cast the Deadly Dispute. They didn't draw land, so sure. We draw land. Man, this is an ugly game, folks. A really, really ugly game. We'll attack. We'll just say go. This game might end up hinging on how the Glyph Cascade goes. Blooding requires you to tap it, so if it's tapped, you can't do it. Unfortunately, it's not like a clue. Alright. Upkeep. They drew a Fatal Push. That allows you to blood, though. Cool. So, it makes sense if they want to have the Glyph not have haste, but pretty cool. So we hit Stubborn Denial. You draw a Spyglass Siren. Alright. Draw for turn. It's Odawara. That's pretty annoying, but sure. Here's a Siren. They were in a map, honestly. Glyph on top. Hell yeah. In for 2, say go. Stubborn Denial's up. Glyph on top. What's up, nobody? BTM is tomorrow. Schedule is up. Check the schedule. So we just push as a response, right? Just to stop them from being able to cast the Deadly Dispute. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill this response. And then we have 7 damage extra with our Glyph, which have lethal. Think we're good. We also have a freaking Stubborn Denial up too. So send it. That's a fun game. Want to Stubborn Denial the dispute? That works too, I guess. Sure. I mean, whatever. Keep. Let's go. All right. We got a Viper and not a lot, but it's pretty hard to mulligan this hand, so sure. Thoughtseize is pretty annoying. God damn it. A little bit delayed Thoughtseize there, but sure. They very quickly take the Viper. Alright, I mean, we'll say go. 4 lands in hand. Not exciting. I guess in theory we could Takenuma back the Viper if things get really slow. Here's an Anvil. Draw Fatal Push. Do I want a map? I think I do. Case of the Filched Falcon. EDB Investigate. Sure, that's fine, I think. We can put counters on the... He's flying, too, right? Yeah, it's pretty sick. Flying Citadel is actually insane against them, so... Playing Standard in a bit. We got a lot of Standard decks lined up. Thoughtseize is in... What is Thoughtseize in? Theros. Claim the Firstborn, targeting my Ornithopter. This is fine, whatever. Better here than otherwise, honestly, so... Let's get it for 1, sack it to Anvil, which is fine. Pretty amusing, honestly. They can use the Anvil as a sack outlet with Claim the Firstborn, because I'm playing artifacts, but whatever. That does make my case unsolvable, which is lame. Man, and they have Opter. Mr. Chai says they have to ban Shelly for Standard to change. Shelly is not even like that good in Standard. Like, it doesn't even see much play in like serious stuff. Like, it's fine. It's not even close to the most important card in the format. Shelly's more of a terror, like, you know, arena best of one, you know, kind of stuff. They're gonna make a token. Alright, so draw the Falcon. Attack for 1. We're kind of short here, honestly, but the lands help. Say go. Alright. Attack for 1. We're not really doing a lot this game, honestly. They kind of like hit our payoff card, and we're just kind of like floundering around a little bit. We're not going to crack the clues. We want to solve our case. They're going to dispute sacking of food. That gets a token, draws 2 cards, gets treasure. We'll see. Hello? Opponent?
I want a squirrel!
What's going on over there?
Could have picked a better spot.
Remember, folks, first time hit that follow button. My name is Jim, pro Magic player, full-time content creator. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, support the content. Watching on Twitch, hit that follow button. I do content all the time, everywhere, TikTok, Instagram, all that good stuff. We got the new cool stuff. HQ for me, which is super cool. Check this out. Look at this. Oh, we're waiting. Boom. Playmat and token. Come get him. All right, come get him. Mayhem Devils here. Sure. Good thing we saved our push, right? We're going to untap. Unfortunately, it's really hard to sack a thing without, and kill this without them sacking things also. Drawing a land's pretty bad, too. We got the cases to be solved now. So we'll attack for 1. And probably just, like, crack the clue, end step, and fatal push the devil. After we solve the case. Unless they might just kill it here for us, so that's fun. Cool. This is actually great for us. So, they're going to sack it by themselves. They're not going to get a thing. It's on their turn. They kill our thing. We take 1. Fatal push this Mayhem Devil. And then we get to solve our case. And then immediately we'll make the Citadel into a flyer. Actually, on the end step we'll do it. Alright, so take 1. We're flooded to high hell. That's fine. Case is solved. We need to sack this, put 4 counters on a Darksteel Citadel, make it into a bird. Unfortunately, their Claim the Firstborn can kill it, so, like, seems like kind of a bad matchup for us, honestly. But they have the really good answers to our stuff. Buy Gigantha. That's a good sign. Alright, so end step. Sack the case onto a Citadel. So now we have a 4/4 flying Darksteel Citadel. It's a bird also.
I am bird watching.
We draw a Viper. Kind of like, I guess we can cast it, right? We can just tap this land. Sure, let's do that. So Viper, sack this. We have Takanuma for another Viper too, I suppose. Trigger, add a Blight counter. Again, they're pretty good at sacking stuff, so like it's not that good, but hopefully they can't really kill it. If all their removal is like, you know, Fatal Push and Claim the Firstborn based. Viper to scale, obviously, right? If it attacks 4 times, it'll have a bajillion counters on it and stuff, so. That being said, it could trade. God, come on. Alright, that sucks. They had to claim the Firstborn from our Citadel, which is really, really bad. Sack this, fire up the anvil, take some damage, go to 7. Not good. Not good at all. Yeah. Definitely a deck that seems very well situated against ours. If familiar now too. Okay. Yeah, we're just dead. We can't beat the familiar either, so alright, that's fine. Alright, GG, you got me. Their deck does line up really well against ours, unfortunately, but is what it is. For some reason, it missed a match. I don't know why. Obviously, the arena update kind of screwed things up a little bit, but I went 2-1, not 1-1. Deck's pretty cool, honestly. Try all your games like us on untap.gg, which is super cool. But yeah, the Viper's pretty good. It is definitely a bit of a tightrope where, like, if you sack all your stuff, you kind of run out of things to do. But it's a pretty powerful card as well. A fun build around for sure. Viper Sweet. We'll play it in Standard a little bit later too. That's cool. So, more to play on stream. You two folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace.